Hey there, Postal here. So today we are looking at a plane I just got last night, actually, a MiG-9. This is a Tier 9 light fighter on one of the three different Russian fighter lines. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it today. Alright, so what makes this plane so special, besides it looking dog ugly, obviously? Well, it's got that 37 mil on the front. You got two 23s. It's pretty strong all around. Wrong section. Pretty strong all around airframe. I don't have it fully upgraded as far as engine and the airframe is concerned. I believe the engine's more important to this particular plane, and let me explain. I think more than some of the other lines out there, speed is really imperative for this particular plane. It's kind of got a middling maneuverability. If you look at the maneuverability on this particular plane, it's 11.2 seconds. Something like an FJ1 has 10 seconds, so pretty darn good turn time comparatively to that. An MEP 1092, another high altitude fighter, it's just a little bit better. Meaning that if you get behind an MEP 1092 and it's not specialized anyway, you might be able to stick with it for just long enough to actually kill it with your 37s. And then kind of getting closer to the tourney type fighters, you've got the attacker here with another 10-second turn time. So you run into an attacker or an FJ1, you probably want to keep on moving. Key 162 obviously is quite the tourney fighter, an LA 160, a Yak 19. They're all going to be on the tourney end. Key 162 you might see up higher, but really it shouldn't be up as high as you are. F6U, kind of the odd duck of the group, although now that they've reset the tech tree, maybe we'll start seeing more of them. Has pretty terrible turn time, makes even the MiG-9 look good. So you can definitely stick with an F6U. But the rest of them, you're going to be a little bit worse then, so you need to be mindful of that with the MiG-9. And so that being said, I wanted to set this particular plane up for speed, and that's why I want my engine to be my next item that I get on the service. I think it's really imperative that you hit with your 37, so you want the gyroscopic sight. I put the polished skin on here to help get that extra speed, and I do have the engine armor, even though it reduces the maximum speed with the boost activated. I mainly did this because at the time I didn't have a whole lot of silver, and I just figured this was free. It was sitting in my garage, so I put it on there. I may upgrade to an upgraded engine or the combined injection boost at a later time. We shall see. Actually, any one of the other three would really be something I'd go over this. The engine hasn't seemed to be knocked out, so I'm not sure I need this, but then again, maybe it hasn't been knocked out because I've got this. So even as a quote-unquote stock plane, this plane is pretty darn good, surprisingly. You get the two 23s if you've gone down basically any other line. You get it on the Yak 15, and you can even get it if you're going down the the IL line or the LA 15. So you can earn these 23s, and I had these 23s right off the bat. 37 doesn't even get upgraded, so obviously you get that right off the bat as well. So firepower is pretty strong already right off the bat with this particular plane. This tech tree is kind of up and down, right? All the odd numbered ones have been really good so far. Although I've only played the MiG-9 a couple times, I already can tell you I enjoy it. So I'm hoping that means that the next even tiered plane, the Tier 10, isn't following suit to like the I-250 and the I-210. But that's enough talking about how I've got the plane set up. Let's go ahead and hop into a battle. Yeah, sorry I talk at like 100 miles an hour in the intro there. The hangar tends to kick me out after like 2 minutes, it feels like, so I try to talk as quickly as possible. Anyway, we're in a Tier 10 battle. We have a 262 to certainly look out for, another MiG-9. We've got a flight on our team. We'll see how it goes. So, first things first, let's go get ourselves comm center. You gotta remember, this plane's got pretty darn good altitude performance, right? And look, I can't even see where the yellow is, so let's go ahead and get up higher. You're going to fly this at the same kind of altitude that you would the FJ1 or the ME 1092. up at 7,800 feet. No big deal. Got up here pretty quickly. Got our boost back. See if I can make this Spitfire regret coming up here. Man, that overheated quickly. Alright, so let's dive back down, circle over around, and we really need to make these 37 connects. If they don't, the plane's kind of worthless. The 223s isn't bad. It's the same 23s again you get on a Yak 15. But you know, now you're at tier 9, so even the Yak 15 goes to a Yak 19 and you get a third 23. So 223s is okay, but not the best at this tier. You really want that 37 knocking into people. Alright, so speaking of knocking into people, let's go ahead and see what we can do against all these peoples. I've got a bunch of people in the center, and that's okay. I want to go get me an EF. As long as I don't let the heavy fighters behind me get me. I feel like there's somebody behind me shooting. I also kind of feel like it's just this guy. So clearly we need to stay away from that shenanigans. We're not going to be hitting our shots. I think we did a decent amount of damage to him. Do something to get these guns to not overheat in 5 seconds time. Alright, biggest threat's going to definitely be this hunter. Nice. Glad we were able to get him before he got his 30s on us. Yowzers, don't need a heavy hitting me. Circle back up. Alright, we'll keep getting this bomber. Man, oh man, we need to get better at not overheating these guns. Watch out for that heavy coming in to the right. Got a ground pounder down below as well. Excellent. Yowzers. Who are you, sir? Oh, you're an F-94. I can outmaneuver you. Oddly enough. I don't feel like I can outmaneuver much of anything, but I can outmaneuver you. Now the key is not to pass him up, to not overheat the guns too quickly. Keep watching and waiting, whatever's coming in. See if I can get this IL-40 real quick since I'm down here and he's almost dead. Excellent. Just what we needed. Alright, now we need to not have him shoot us in the face. Two very good things. Really? Seriously? Okay, I believe that. Guess we'll head to the center then, shall we? Ground pounders trying to get our military base. Man, they are definitely going to take our comm center. Holy cow. Let's see what we can do against these peoples. Don't overheat on it, please. Well, that sucks. Nice. Alright, so now we got this 262 coming back in. Those 37 hits, man. It certainly hits. I know, pointing out the obvious, but that's what I do around here. You've been to the channel before, right? Oh man, totally lost sight of that hunter. Bad, Postal, bad. That's a quick turnaround on the center there. Alright, so they've got that, so I guess my only options are to come down this way. We need, what is that XF-85 doing? I guess there's not a lot he can do versus ground pounders, so he's up top doing something. Hopefully keeping that 262, keeping him honest. We'll go from here, we'll head to the center, and that'll be that. Hopefully that'll be good enough, because apparently getting the military base was not the right thing to do. Oh, good. Let's head on over to the military base. Get up higher. Somebody's got to be over here. I don't know why he's over here. We've got a light fighter coming in. We've got a bunch of stuff coming in now. So I can't get this ground pounder, although he's an easy target. No, he's going so slow. Oh, thank you for knocking out my engine. Appreciate that.
We cannot support you any longer.
Well, alright, if I'm gonna die, die there.
Do you copy? Over. The enemy has gathered forces to attack the command center. Be cautious. They've almost got us.
They do almost got us, so I guess we can't be going for our mission. We need to go defend. Let's go defend like it's... like our lives depend on it. So let's try to save up our boost a little bit. A little bit. No, guns, don't overheat on me now. Excellent. Air supremacy achieved. I'll take it. I'm actually more worried about this guy than the bombers. He's definitely outside his comfort zone. Oh, I should have taken a second to actually turn around a little bit. It turned too tightly, so I couldn't get actually behind him like I wanted to, if that makes sense. Wow, there's not a whole heck of a lot left alive on their team. And we are ahead on points, so we should be winning this. Was able to kind of turn it out. Thank goodness for that ground pounder doing his job, right?
The enemy is almost defeated. Make a final push.
Let's make a final push. Ooh, he is up high, is he not? He's up where I should be. Let's go and get him. He's coming on down to us. Ah, good game. Alright, so not the world's best game, but I think it gives you kind of a heads up on how a MiG-9 will play in the future. Didn't have quite the speed or maneuverability or any of that you will get once you get the upgraded airframe and engine. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting those, but you can see what this plane is capable of. You got to get the 37 to hit. If you get the 37 to hit, then everything else will be golden. I'm still going to go for even though the I-308 airframe gives you better maneuverability and more hit points, I still believe the speed is king when it comes to this particular plane. So I'm going to go ahead and get those. Mount that on there, and yeah, you can see our airspeed's up to a pretty significant amount. Boost speed I can get up to 578, so that's pretty nice. Pretty darn nice, right? So cool, and we're not too far away from getting the I-308 airframe, so I can get the ridiculousness off the front here. But yeah, so this is my first impression of the plane. I'm absolutely enjoying it, surprisingly enough. And hopefully I'll be able to tell you why when I have a full review of this particular plane. And otherwise I'll be moving on to the MiG-15, which has a pretty decent jump up in altitude performance, not so much in airspeed, but definitely in altitude performance. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like. Definitely feel free to follow me, and keep in mind I do stream on Saturdays and Wednesdays, so please follow me there as well at Twitch, Postal Monkey. So appreciate you, and I hope you have a good day.